You've been a naughty boy. Who is it? This is Jimmy. Oh, this is the shop, isn't it? Him and his dad's shop.
Jimmy?
There we are. My guy, take it into the back.
Yeah?
Oh, who's this?
I drove into the city this morning. Usually I take the train, but I was...
A con. A con.
Bam. One huge...
This is a con, right? Oh my god. Is Jimmy, Slipping Jimmy, is it a product of trauma? You know, he took on this guy, like, you know, I didn't... Okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's go.
My car died.
Oh, God, that's...
Yeah, look at his costume. It's very Slipping Jimmy.
If you can help me, I would be so grateful. Yeah, $5. If you can spare it.
If it is a con, $5, really?
Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah, Jimmy knows. I guess maybe he wants to see inside the till. Be like, how much do you keep in there at one time?
It's a ripoff, just like that bum from last week.
Jimmy.
From last week.
This is the spot to come for an
Right.
easy handout. He's conning you.
What if you're wrong?
That's a good question. Sorry, I'm going to pause very briefly because I'll be honest with you, right? I've been in this position before. I was outside a tube station and a guy came up to me. And honestly, I was in a great mood. I had like money in my wallet. I don't usually. And by the way, this wasn't like a clearly obvious homeless person on the side of the street. Someone just came up to me and was like, hey, have you got any money? I can't even remember what it was. Like I need to get in and get a train or tube or something. And I just gave him like £10 because I had it, which is a lot. I wouldn't usually do. I was in a very good mood, okay? And I kind of berated myself afterwards because I was like, no, you should have maybe just given him a little less or something, you know, because it was probably like, the more I thought about it, the more I was like, it's probably just a con, right? He saw me, I think I was dressed nice, I was going to see someone, you know, I was a good mark, right? And I was like, but then in my head I started to kind of, you know, work with that idea and I was like, yeah, but what if they were actually genuine? As much as there is absolutely people like this who are going to come in, con you, blah blah blah, there are going to be people who come in with stories like this that are genuine and you don't believe them because, you know, of people like this. Boy Who Cried Wolf, we all know about it. For myself, I eased my own, you know, my mind and my heart because I was like, yeah, but what if on the off chance it was real? At the end of the day, even if they've conned me, it's not me to blame in that situation. I've done the good thing and they're the ones to blame. They are the ones who have committed the bad deed, you know, by conning me. And so it's like, yeah, so I absolutely get what he's saying. It's like, it's not that he's even not clever enough. There's probably a part of Jimmy's dad that's like, this is probably a con. But yeah, it's that with a voice in his head going, what if it's not though? What if this is the 1 out of 10 that isn't? And I admire that because at the end of the day, it means that he's done the right thing. Jimmy's dad can live with himself and sleep at night and that's all that matters. And it's like, is $5 really gonna set you back? No. We'll find out. Rinse him, Jimmy.
How much for a carton of cools?
$4.
Yeah, give me a carton.
Give me the
Money
money
first.
first. Yeah. Wow. Real bold. It's a shame that it is a con, considering what I've just said, right? It is.
There are wolves and sheep in this world, kid.
Okay.
Figure out which one you're gonna be.
It's backwards and I think it's cruel to categorize Jimmy's dad as a sheep because that's clearly the implication there. And it's like, I don't think so. I think being the kind of man that Jimmy's dad is makes you a lion, sir. Like, I'm so sorry. And I don't care if that's controversial. It shouldn't be. I don't think things like greater empathy, being sensitive, you know, showing your feelings, wearing your heart on your sleeve, I think these are strengths. I really don't think they're weaknesses. People like this con man come in and, you know, they can exploit that and use that to get what they want. And so they think they're better or stronger or whatever. And it's like, no, I don't think that at all. Maybe he does start taking money. I still don't believe he took as much as Chuck seems to think. Very interesting, the first step, and you know, this first step in this ideology, I suppose, that Jimmy goes forward with. Are you a sheep, you a wolf? And what defines those things as well. I don't think, you know, the way that the con man came in and defined those things is accurate, personally. Even in this situation where, you know, Jimmy's dad has been taken for a ride, I still don't categorize him as a sheep. I think, again, to be that kind of person in this world, in the world today, is a strength. And while, yeah, you might lose here and there, right? You might lose $5 here or there. I think it makes you a better person to be what Jimmy's dad is, honestly. Hello and welcome to another Better Call Saul Sunday, the show that happens every single Sunday until we are finished with it. Today, episode 7 of season 2, Inflatable, and we shall see what it holds. Oh my God. I've actually just realized something huge. I'm so sorry. Hang on. I'm just gonna have to talk about this for a second. I forgot the flamingo check. Okay, we can go.
Don't let me interrupt.
Yeah, boys meet again.
Was it your gun, Mr. Ermintrout?
No, he's not saying that.
Is he not? Surely he'll have to.
Look, there was only one set of prints on the gun, Salamanca's. How's that going to happen if it wasn't his?
Maybe it fell from a passing bird's beak and...
I believe it.
Does Salamanca threaten you, Mr. Ermintrout?
Straight on the case, this guy, isn't he? Who's this guy?
Did he threaten you or pay you off?
Well, not being funny, right? That's not fully relevant. And if one of those things happened, you need to deal with it, don't you? Sorry. Because at the end of the day, we've seen Mike can do very little here. He didn't want to do this. He can't do anything other than this now. This is the corner he's been backed into. That raises the question, doesn't it? If the Salamancas can do that, if they have that power, there's a certain level of that is law enforcement's fault. You need to be able to say like, okay, well, Mr. Ehrmantraut, we're going to protect you and assure him of that and make sure, and they can't, to make sure they get their man, Tuco, right? What this boils down to at this point is they're not in a place, this woman across the table, this guy, they're not in a place to provide that safety.
I didn't want to say before because conflict of interest, yada yada, but
Yada yada, mate. Sorry, I love that he was like, well, conflict of interest, yada yada, it's not important. Jimmy, my man.
had me hog-tied in the desert with a gun to my head.
And you're telling me this why?
Solidarity, mate.
Don't be too tough on yourself. Hey, today, it's on me. No charge.
Oh,
You take the next one.
Mike, soften up a little bit, mate.
Bill me.
Oh, okay. Man of his, fair enough.
Did you tell Howard yet? You didn't tell him.
Yeah, she's not going to do it straight away.
And I won't until it's rock solid, like offer letter in hand solid.
Fair enough, yeah, good. Cover your back, mate.
After my interview with the partners.
Yeah, that's just a formality, right?
Basically. I hope.
Yeah, me too, mate.
Well, it's not going to be as plush as your deal at Davis and Maine, but they'll make me partner in 2 years.
Not too shabby. Dear Cliff, what do you think?
Is he going to try and get her a deal here? Sorry, because I was thinking there, actually, that, you know, Kim mentioned the whole, oh, you know, it's not going to be as plush as Davis and Maine. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? That he's got this, and Kim is still kind of battling for this kind of thing. You know what I think about Jimmy? I value him as a lawyer very highly. I think he's very good at what he does. I do think, though, that Kim, if she's not better, and I'm not saying she is, I think they're very much on a par, but they're both very good, is my point. And we've seen what she's got, HHM. Why is she fighting so hard to get the same treatment and level, at the same level that Jimmy has got? Considering they essentially did the same thing. Jimmy came in and got the Sandpiper case. And if Kim's done that repeatedly and she's not on that track in the same way that Jimmy is, that's sus, man. It comes back to the whole gender thing. I mean, maybe there's something to that, right?
It is with a heavy heart that I tender
My man.
my resignation to Davis. And
Why?
Resignation?
Right? Omar, question it.
so tender, blah, blah, blah.
My heart is tender, mate. Just be careful, okay?
Some of the most professionally satisfying days of my life.
Yeah, Omar, come on.
What's wrong?
Yep.
You think I'm laying it on too thick?
No.
No. Omar.
Didn't realize how unhappy you were here.
Oh,
Not unhappy.
then what?
More like not happy.
Fair enough.
It's just you're top notch.
He is.
Where were we?
It's just, you worked
Yeah, good.
so hard to get here. It's so much to give up. I mean, the perks.
Sure. I guess we're getting into this thing, aren't we? We're getting into this conversation of happiness versus ambition. I've said this before, I think, somewhere on my channel, but we're all so ambitious nowadays, aren't we? And we're taught to be. And if you're not, then you're worse than the other people. You're worse than the ambitious ones, right? It's like, oh, I've got no ambition, oh, blah, 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 oh, blah, blah, blah. And jobs like being a bin man or being a waiter, right? They're looked down on. I worked with a guy in a restaurant. He went on a date with a girl and she was asking him like, oh, do you want to be a waiter for the rest of your life kind of thing? And he was like, yeah, I'm happy. And it gives me the money I want. It keeps me, you know, engaged, and it allows me to do the thing I like to do outside of work. And to me, I was like, great. If you know what makes you happy in life, go for it. And like, I know some people who like to go to their 9 to 5 and they'll come home and they'll game and they'll eat dinner and go to sleep and then do that again and they'll have their weekend and they're happy with that. And they don't aspire to anything more than that. And I think that's perfectly fine. And I think honestly, those kinds of people probably get a lot more fulfillment and happiness because they know what that looks like to them than the people that are constantly striving for higher because their ambition is so much, right? And by the way, I'm not saying that, you know, ambitious people or having ambition is a bad thing. I don't think that either. I think we do get into risky, iffy territory when we get to a place where we're trying to tell people what they should and shouldn't be. And I think we're getting here, Omar very much being like, oh, but you've got all this amazing job, all of these perks, you know, we've had for the last few episodes, we had Bill, right, a few episodes ago, being like, oh my God, man, I'd love to be where you are. You've got everything you could ever want, but we know Jimmy's not happy, and Jimmy isn't happy. He knows he's not happy. He's just said it right here. And does it mean because he's got all this stuff, he should never give it up? Because some people would kill for this. But I think Jimmy I don't think he's actually going to do this, by the way. I really don't. I think something's going to happen, and I don't think he's going to get out of it right now, or at least just yet. But I think if he did, I think that's honestly I've been saying this for a while, I think it's a good idea. And I think he would be happier going out and I think that's the right decision. I think more people should make decisions like this, right? You know, look, if you're in the cycle of work, and you're looking for that promotion, you've got that job you're going for and you are ambitious, I think that's great. Do that. If you're happy doing that, fantastic. But equally, I do think, you know, if people are happy with a job or at a level professionally that is perceived socially, hierarchically as lesser, but it makes them happy, then that's great. And anyone who, you know, looks down on anyone else because they don't have any ambition is the one that I would be derisive towards. I would be like, shut the fuck up, let them live their life. I just think it's an interesting back and forth between Omar and Jimmy, and I think it encapsulates that conversation.
And the bonus?
The bonus is a done deal. Like, I get to keep the bonus.
Not if you quit.
Oh.
I think yours is a year. You have to pay the money back.
Oh. Small print, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Hey, good catch from Omar, because he would have gone ahead with it, I think, as well.
Omar.
Get ready to walk it back, dude.
That whole letter of resignation thing, that
Just forget about it.
didn't mean that.
You like it here, right?
I love it.
Oh, he's so trapped, isn't he?
Thank you, Omar.
It's interesting though, because I did say at the end of last episode, I thought he was gonna double down, and he very much didn't. He was like, nah, I'm done. I'm out. Fair enough. God damn though. Yeah. He does. He really wants to get out of this. I think actually, yeah, I was wrong. And I think in a good way, because I think he saw what was happening with Kim and her perhaps getting something that would make her happier. And I think he wanted a bit of that, right? He saw that and he was like, oh, she's getting what she wants. That's great. Damn, I should get what I want. And then we can be happy together. I think that's maybe what happened. And that's really great. And it makes this moment a little more sour for that. Man, look, stick it out for a year and get out. And then figure out what you want to do and move forward. I think he's looking at that, and as silly as it might sound, the little, I don't know what you call them, I'm so sorry. The wiggly person is what I'm going to call him. He's looking at it. I think that little kind of smile and almost is because he's looking at it and it's like, it's free. It's free to do what it wants, you know, it's just out there, it's doing its thing, but it's happy. Right? I know it's an inanimate object. I told you it sounds silly. And it's that idea of being free and being happy. Oh, hello. Okay, no, he was thinking of something to get him out of this, maybe. Oh, it's depressing, isn't it? Opening your wardrobe and it's the same. Okay, no, sorry, 2 variants perhaps of the suit. Ooh, new suit, okay. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh, baby. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, baby. Oh my God. Is this where the suits come in? Oh, I love this. I love this.
Hi, Jimmy McGill.
Perfect. Oh my God. Well, there's going to be a meeting in a minute. Right, he just saw the colours, I guess. I still do think what I said, though, about the wiggly person is legit, okay? I'm going to stand by it. Oh, amazing.
What are you doing? Hey, Doc, got a juicer? He's got a forceps. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh.
Jimmy?
Okay, he is just the wiggly person in the office, isn't he? Wiggling on everybody. Okay, well, let's just walk that back a little bit. This is great. The problem is he trying to get fired though? Is that part of, was there something in the contract that if he gets fired, he still gets the bonus or something? I don't know though. I wonder. I don't know if it's that or whether it is just him being more him, which is he's like, okay, well, I've got a year then. I'm going to make myself as happy as possible, you know, which I'm all for, but I do feel like, you know, Cliff's going to have a word with him and be like, you know, you need to stop, mate.
Don Clifford wants his floors clean, limpia.
Dude, I'm from Michigan.
Oh God.
Excuse me, can I have everyone's attention, please?
Yes, you can, Cliff.
Frankly, this is not a conversation I ever thought I would have in my professional career.
Oh God.
It's been brought to my attention that we have an ongoing situation in the washroom.
Oh no.
Someone is not flushing.
Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy.
3 times, that's a pattern.
And we're not talking.
Oh God.
Now, I'm not here to shame anyone, nor to even want to know who did it, but...
Fair play to
Cliff.
him. No.
It was me.
I knew he was going to do that.
Jimmy, I just said I didn't want to know.
He's trying to get fired, right? Man, I do like a funky tie, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, honestly, men should dress more colourfully in shit, like if they have to wear a suit. Like, come on. This man right here is demonstrating how colourful you can be, right? That's all I'm saying. Oh, he's gonna buy. Hang on, no. Get Cliff a guitar. That'll grease his wheels a little bit too much, that's fair. I'm just saying, man, there's so many different colour combinations, we've got to get on board with that. Oh, Jimmy.
I took your advice. I'm blowing off steam.
Blowing off steam.
I feel bad for Cliff, because Cliff is cool.
You win.
What do I win?
You're fired.
Yeah.
It's not about the bagpipes.
Yeah, Cliff's not stupid either.
This optical migraine you call a business suit
Excuse me, sir. Don't attack the suits.
is about you keeping your bonus. That's what this is about.
Right. Yeah, okay.
Oh, save it. I could fight you on this, but you're not worth my time. Rather just have you gone.
Oh, it's sad that it got to this, but...
Do me the favor of not treating me like a fool for once.
Yeah, because he's not.
How exactly did I mistreat you? What did I do to deserve this?
Oh, no.
We gave you opportunities, encouraged you to
Yeah, you
excel.
did.
We got you a car, and
Yeah, you really did as well.
you never gave this a chance.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, it's not you, Cliff. Come on. Don't say that, though, Jimmy. Don't be like, it's not you, it's me.
I'm just a square peg.
If you knew that, why did you take the job?
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, Cliff deserves an answer, though. He'd respect you more for it, too.
How much was the desk?
$7,000.
Jesus. Sorry, desks should not be that expensive. I'm so sorry. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, some things shouldn't be as expensive as they are. I'm so sorry. Like, they should have a price cap. Like, come on, a desk. A desk.
Hey, Cliff, for what it's worth, I think you're a good guy.
Oh, my God.
For what it's worth, I think you're an asshole.
Deserved. From Cliff's perspective, I feel like that's fair. Oh, come on, dude. Just pack your things and go. Oh, poor Omar. Okay, she's pretty happy.
Hey.
That's fair. Jimmy, you are being an asshole, mate. Come on. Well, hey, there we go. Davis and Maine.
Please? 10 minutes, tops.
I am glad that he's out of Davis and Maine, though. It's very interesting as well, right? So where does he go now?
Would you entertain a better offer?
Oh.
From me.
Oh, that's what he was drawing.
If Schweiker can pay your debt, so can I.
Right, he wanted that bonus to do this.
Be our own bosses, build our own future.
Kind of sounds good. It sounds great. I just don't, I don't know, though.
What about clients?
Yeah.
Mesa Verde. That was all you, Kim.
It's true. It's a lot of work.
You make it sound easy.
No.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy.
This can be a whole lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah, good that you were acknowledging that, though.
We'll have a practice that is 100% ours.
True. Problem is, he just wants to do this, so he's free to do what he wants to do and how he wants to do it. And I don't think that is going to fly as part of his own practice. Eventually, he's going to get caught out or it's not going to work. And I think especially alongside Kim, she'd get to a place where she'd be like, you can't keep doing this. You're putting not just yourself, but me, again, at stake here. I go down with the ship. If Jimmy's doing something like that and like, you know, breaking rules and whatever and gets caught for it, it's not just him anymore that gets kicked out. He brings down the firm that they have together, probably. That's the thing. It sounds like a good idea. I just don't believe that he wants it for the right reasons. I think he wants it because he wants to be able to do his own thing and color outside of the lines, right?
Where we fail and we end up with nothing.
Right, it's a gamble.
It's a big one.
For Kim more so, I feel. Because she's sitting, this is the problem, she's sitting in such a good position right now. Even in her place at HHM, as bad as it is, I think, for her, it's a good professional place to be in. And I think the offer she got from Schweiker at Coakley, especially partner track, that's great. It's an established firm, you know, she'd be going straight into it and she can do her thing and have a great career. Doing this, it's like, why, right? And I feel like the only reason she would is because of her relationship with Jimmy, which I don't think is necessarily the best reason to use, especially when it's like this kind of professional decision.
You're an amazing lawyer. This is your chance to show the world that.
It's not her only chance, though. That's the thing.
So why not go to Schweikart? They'll make me partner and they are a solid, respectable firm.
Good. Asking the questions.
You deserve more than just a lateral move.
I mean, yeah, I just don't know.
He's just Howard Hamlin by a different name.
I get you. From what I've seen in the show, I agree. But then at the same time, I just don't think the alternative of the firm with her and Jimmy, I just don't know that would be a profitable endeavor in the long term.
If we're going to be law partners, I need to know one thing.
Oh, man.
What kind of lawyer are you going to be?
Okay. Again, asking the good questions. Kim is, you know, and this is important. She's got to ask these questions.
Are you going to play it straight? Or are you going to...
Yeah.
be colorful?
I'm gonna play it straight.
You got to be honest, though, dude.
Right down the line.
No, because that's not why you're doing this. I don't think that's why he's doing this.
And I'm gonna cross every...
Ooh, Marco's ring. Is he conning her right now?
There's no point in me doing this if I can't be myself.
Good.
Every time I try to do things someone else's way, it blows up in my face.
Yeah.
I almost derailed your career. Everyone off.
Good.
I've been trying to be the person someone else wants me to be for...
Yes. We're actually confronting it. Perfect. Verbalizing all this. Great.
If we're gonna do this...
This is progress.
I gotta go into it as me.
Yeah, she needs to know that.
Colorful, I guess.
Good. She needs to know that.
What do you say?
She's going to say no now.
I don't see why it's so important to you that we work together.
It's good. Yeah.
Why do you need me for this?
I don't need you.
He wants you.
I want you.
You've got me.
Yeah.
just not as a law partner.
Yeah, I think good decision from her. That was a great conversation, and I'm so glad that he was honest. For me, that was actually progress. Jimmy being honest there, and actually, I think he looked down and he was like, I am conning her right now, right? You know, because that's Marco, right? His association with Marco in the ring, it's like, con man, slipping Jimmy. And he realised, and he brought himself out of that, which is great. That's awesome progress, right? Because usually he would just lie and, you know, do his thing. And that actually gives me hope for him. Again, I was just talking about, you know, Kim, and from her perspective, why would she go with him? I think it's a bad move. I think it's a bad idea. And I think she identified that too. And that's great too. I think she's in an amazing position right now with, you know, Schweiker and HHM. And I'm glad she's pulling out of this. And so I do hope from now on, maybe we see Jimmy going at it in his own. I think that's what he wants. He wants to be on his own, do it on his own, do it his way. He just said that. We know that. We've seen that too. I think that's exactly what he should be doing right now.
You okay?
Yeah. No. I'm fine.
Okay, if he takes this like a champ. Oh God, I hope he does.
See you later.
And Kim's right. He's got her. That's see you later though. He's not sure.
See you later.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's like, yeah, dummy. Don't be an idiot. Of course you're going to see me later. That's the thing. It's not enough to have her as a partner for some reason. Like a romantic partner. He wants it. Do you know what I mean? Go and set up that firm. Go and do it again and try it again. And now that you've had the high life and, you know, you've been in a position of the HHMs of the world, right? Which is kind of where he was at, I suppose, in season 1. That's what he wanted, right? You know, from Chuck and blah, blah, blah. He wanted a seat at the table with HHM, wanted to be that lawyer. He tried that. He got that at Davison, Maine. And he's got that out of his system. And he's in a perfect position now to know that what he actually wanted wasn't for him. It didn't work for him. We've seen that. He knows that now too. The point now is that he's seen that the thing that he was striving for, that he wanted so much, and the only reason he had his solo law firm at the beginning was because he couldn't get that. And now that he's had that and seen that it's wrong, and actually the solo law firm where he can do what he wants is what he wants, it's going to be completely different. It's got the potential to be completely different and to be something that he can make something of now and be happy within himself. And I hope he can realize that. I hope he can see that potential. That long pause lingering on him. I don't think that sat as well with him as I want it to. That's the problem. I worry.
As you can see, and they've renovated within the past 3 years.
Oh wow, this is nice.
And it's a good amount of space.
Oh, that is big, dude. That is awesome. Were they here in Breaking Bad? I don't know if they were.
I called a local precinct and asked about crime stats. They're some of the lowest in the city. Plus, I got a good vibe from him.
Oh, she looks happy. That's great.
If you're happy, I'm happy. Do you like it?
This is the thing. To maintain this, to keep this for her, he's going to do whatever he has to. And so I see the path that he's on going towards where we know it goes, even though he doesn't want that, right?
It's a lot of money.
If you want it, it's yours.
Oh, it makes me think, how did she do after he died, actually?
See you in a few.
Oh, I'm so happy for them.
Breathe.
Wasn't the agreement that Mike take the blame for the gun? He was supposed to say the gun was his and he didn't. So I wonder whether, you know, that's going to come back into play.
You go on now. I'll see you there.
Oh, I love Mike. I do. Yeah, right. That look of like, oh God, I feel like he needs to take more dangerous work. And that's what that is. Oh, he got the car back. Yeah. See, this is the thing. It's funny, isn't it? It's presenting this change from Jimmy's perspective as a step back. And it kind of is in a way. I think ultimately, though, this is a step forward for him. You know, I think there's a lot of progress. We saw that in the conversation between him and Kim. Step forward for him, you know, mentally, as a person, you know, and he did. He reacted maturely. I think we saw a lot of progress for his character there. I hope that continues. And I hope he can get on board with her saying no to him. That's the next test, right? I think him going back to this, it's got huge potential now because of the path he's been on and that he's seen that that's not for him. I think there's huge potential in this for him to actually be happy. And I hope him and Omar are mates after this as well. I hope they keep in touch, man. Like, that was $7,000. Like, come on. Like, stop it. You know what I mean? Who priced that shit?
How about a drink? I know I could use one.
Yes.
I'm buying.
No, I'm good. Long drive.
Gotta
get home to my kids.
You got kids? Amazing. Okay, fair enough. I thought he was way younger than he is. This is good, Jimmy. This is good. This is progress. As much as it doesn't seem like it, it is.
Hello!
Okay.
Hi.
Yes.
Jimmy McGill.
Good. Perfect. And that right there shows you and symbolizes that while he's in the same place, things are different. Yes, and the look of contentment, satisfaction. He's not going to go back to exactly how it was. Perfect. I'm actually excited to see Jimmy's path now, to see this journey that he's on now, to see where he gets to, where he goes.
Actually, one recently was quite complex.
Hello.
Who heard it?
Judge Pittman.
That guy, he's a handful, huh?
I like Schweikert so much. Oh my God.
All right, enough about law. We know you know your stuff.
Good. Yeah.
Tell
Okay.
us about Kim Wexler.
Okay.
You started in the mailroom, is that right?
Almost, 10 years ago now.
What a journey.
One day I just looked around at my life, at who I was, and realized if I kept going the way I was going,
Which way was that?
best case, probably married to the guy that ran the town gas station.
Right. And I think we're seeing that conversation I brought up at the beginning of the episode. And I don't think it's a coincidence sometimes that I talk about this stuff between Omar and Jimmy and the ambition thing. And she's talking here now. She was in a small town and, she looked around one day and was like, look, is this the extent to my ambition? Is this what I want? And I think for her, she was like, no, I have more ambition to be more than just this. And I think that's perfectly okay. And I think it's interesting that she is the mirror of Jimmy, he doesn't have much ambition. Again, I don't think that's a bad thing. His ambition is to be allowed to have fun and, practice law in the way that he wants to. His ambition no longer extends to being at a huge law firm. He wants to be on his own. He wants to do it his own way. And that's his ambition, right? That's it. Because he's happier that way. Whereas I think for Kim, she needs more and she wants to strive for more. And in that way, they are reflections of each other in that argument. Jimmy's on one side and she's on the other. And I don't think it's a coincidence that I talked about ambition and where people come on that scale. And I don't think either path is bad or good. You've just got to identify which makes you as a person the happiest. And I think they're both doing that in this episode, which is great to see.
I just wanted something else.
Yeah, right, perfect.
What did you want?
Good question. Yeah, and I'm interested. I want to know more about Kim.
More.
Right, there you go. I told you, exactly. Are they not going to give it to her? Sorry, I'm just waiting to see.
We liked you when you came in here. We like you more now.
Oh, good.
Pleasure, Kim.
Howard.
It's Rich, actually.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
No. Happy to be confused with Howard. He's a damn good-looking man.
Oh, Schweikert. Oh, Rich, mate.
Come on, I'll walk you out.
What a gem. Oh, bless you. It's fine, Kim. It's fine. He handled that great. He took that fine. He's a nice guy. I wonder though now. Sorry, pessimist. I'm so sorry. I'm being a bit pessimistic. I'm waiting because it's been a nice episode. It's been a good episode for both Kim and Jimmy as well. And I'm waiting for the kicker. I'm waiting for, the thing that makes it all kind of a little sour. How you feeling, buddy? This is good. Yeah, make yourself feel at home. Yeah, man, you wanted more, you've got more. Oh, no. No. Don't backpedal. That conversation in the room, reminding her. Okay, good. Oh, wait, is she going to go solo? Do you think? Create her own firm? Do you think she thinks she can do it? Sorry, because that conversation that, they were like, what did you want? What brought you here? All this stuff. And, I think that really jogged something in her of, why she's here, why she's on this path, what she wants. And her answer of more. And it's funny, isn't it? It's like, is working at HHM, is working at Schweikert and Coakley, is that the more you were talking about? Is this place that you're finding yourself in? Back in the day when you were like, I want more, is that what you envisioned for yourself? Or was it something else? Oh, no. Is it just going to end on this? Okay. Oh, man. I feel like tearing that and seeing what it looked like on its own, the Wexler was like, oh, no.
Hi.
Oh, I feel like this is a bad idea, dude. Please don't do this, Kim.
I don't ever want to hear the word permit again, capiche?
These guys.
Oh, and I want a dolly this time.
Oh, an ad.
How the hell should I know? You're the nerd. Just make it cheap. So I'd go with Schweikert.
Should be getting their offer tomorrow.
I'm really happy for you.
Good.
We should celebrate.
Perfect. And he has. He's processed it in a really positive way. I love that for Jimmy. I was worried. I was like, is he going to be able to take that, her saying no to him? And he really has. We see it here. And I just feel like she's going to reverse all of this. I feel like right now, before she came here, everything was perfect. And they were on these paths, both of them, Kim and Jimmy, that led to good places. I think, but of course, yeah, we'll see.
I'm not taking the job.
Oh, come on.
Solo practice.
Not with him, though.
What, you don't think it's a good idea now?
No, but I think he just made his peace.
I'm surprised is all. This is, yeah. It's great.
Oh, I don't think it is.
To that end, I have a pitch for you.
Go on.
Not Wexler McGill. Wexler and McGill.
Okay.
Find an office, share the housekeeping cost, the rent, electricity, but I am Kim Wexler, attorney at law, and you are Jimmy McGill, attorney at law.
Interesting. So she's very much splitting them, like keeping her own space over here while he's got his over here. And I feel like maybe the motivation for that is because she knows how he is. And again, he was like, yeah, I'm going to be colorful, right? I feel like maybe from Jimmy's point of view, he's going to interpret that as lack of trust or lack of partnership.
We're both headed uptown, so why can't we share a taxi?
Right.
You do things your way, and I do them mine. We'll have freedom.
Okay.
We aren't each trying to go it alone.
I think that's a nice idea.
Not partners, solo practitioners, together.
And this is the thing. I think her motivation isn't just that he said he wanted to be colourful. I think it's coming from that meeting with Schweikert and Coakley. And I think it's purely coming from her perspective of she saw herself, she wanted more, and she saw herself at the head of her own firm. I think that's just her ambition. And I think that's all she's trying to do here, actually. Maybe there is an aspect to it that, she doesn't quite trust Jimmy as well. But I don't think that's all of it. I think it's, that ambition as well and how she sees herself and what she wants for herself. Like I say, I think Jimmy's going to interpret that a different way. And I think that might motivate some cracks to start forming. But I think her coming together and this pitch is better than what I thought she was going to do in going and making this firm with Jimmy. I don't think that's a great idea. I think this is good because, again, she's right. They can rise together and help each other out and, split the costs of, the building or whatever. But they both get to do what Jimmy, what he's doing right now, he still gets to do that in a nicer office and he still gets to do his own thing. But he's got her there and they can, brainstorm and they have each other there as their support and all that stuff. I think this is a great plan. This is a great pitch. Kim's awesome. But I see the issues with it in regards to how it's going to make Jimmy feel.
What do you think?
Come on, man.
I don't know what to say.
Oh, no. He's happy.
Say yes.
Say yes, man. Come on. Yeah, I think he is. Also does worry me, though. Because if their romantic relationship goes sour, that is going to be awkward. All right, well, that was Inflatable. Hey, man. Hey. We have seen some good character progress this episode. I'm really, really happy from what I've seen this episode. And I think as much as I do still think she should go with like Schweikert and Coakley or not really HHM, honestly. Schweikert and Coakley, I think she should do. But maybe, again, I'm not going to kind of, call it on that theory just yet. I think perhaps this joint venture maybe isn't going to work out in the long term. I'm suspicious of it. I'm apprehensive. I don't quite know if it's going to work out. And I think maybe as much as, it's not going to be the best way to go about it, perhaps let her down the line, obviously leaving HHM. I think she's burning her bridges there. I don't think she'd get back in with HHM. Maybe I'm wrong. But I think perhaps there's room later on, if this goes sour, for her to go back to Schweikert and Coakley and be like, look, is that offer still on the table? I'd still like that. I think there's maybe a little bit of a wiggle room for that. But I worry about this partnership. I don't know. I'm not sure. I guess we will have to wait and see. But anyway, that was Inflatable. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, as always, to my beautiful, beautiful patrons. Thank you for the support you give me. Thank you to everyone else as well. Links down below for my Patreon if you're interested. And hey, try this video right here. YouTube has specifically recommended it for you, mate. Just go on, give it a click. I'm so sorry, I'm tickling the video. It's a bit inappropriate. I'm so sorry. I should keep that behind closed doors. To be fair, door is closed. I did do it. So stop complaining. You didn't. I'm talking to myself. I'm so sorry. Well, video's over. Okay, bye.